It's a bit delayed because I'm doing the backup. Alright, we're live. There we go.
Okay, cool. First thing first, I'll try and do this quickly. I'm awarding a point of inspiration to Matt
Ooh.
for his sacrificing his ring, because I don't think any of us saw that happening.
I had a suspicion. I was like, surely he's not about to sacrifice the ring. And then he sacrificed it.
We might forge it into the sword.
Yeah. I thought that was going to stick with you forever, considering. But yeah, it's interesting to see that go. Nice little character development.
Indeed.
Can I get an inspiration for playing an accordion?
Or just in general playing it.
yeah, just generally, yeah. Jimi Hendrix, after you play, you just put it down and you just set it on fire.
My hands just come alight.
Yeah. Okay, so the way I'm going to do this, I am going to talk about the night out a little bit. I'm not going to talk about anything too specific. What I'm more curious about is what Cirilla is going to, how much Cirilla is going to do. So obviously you're going out, you're probably going to be drinking.
Yeah.
Are you going to be partaking in any whoring?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. If that's fine. What we'll do then? Can you roll a just general charisma check?
Yes, I can. Just charisma.
Yeah.
15.
Cool. And can you roll just a constitution?
Constitution.
Oh god.
8.
Not that kind of constitution. It was more. That was for the alcohol, not for anything else.
I assumed it was the
Fine.
alcohol straight away. I don't know what it was.
Thing.
Okay. So that'd be surely strength anyway. But anyway, so what we'll do is you finish with your night out, and you're heading back. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You start heading back, and you're basically walking. Actually, let me roll a thing for Goldbrick as well. Yeah. So both you and Goldbrick are pretty hammered, like ridiculously hammered. I mean, he's partaken with a few whores and drinks at the same time. Some while doing both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The way that's keeping.
It's a bit like.
And
much better.
yeah, and he starts laughing, and it's a very deep laugh. And he just goes, and he actually talks to you in common.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Do I wait?
It's been revealed.
Do I roll insight to actually make the connection? I mean, how drunk is Siri?
Pretty drunk. I mean, really drunk. What did you get? An 8 or
Oh my
something?
god,
Or
if
7?
I was so
8
drunk you'd
constitution.
forget. That would
Yeah,
be so
maybe.
good.
Maybe like a history check in the morning.
We'll do an intelligence check after this has happened to see if
That would be so
Sober
good.
it up a bit.
Forget because you're so drunk.
So he goes, you know what? I know that Aramil said I can't speak common, but anyone
Clearly.
who knows their way around a whorehouse is a friend of mine.
Man, he sold you out, Aramil. He's full on just been like, yeah, Aramil told me.
That boy loves to play with people, but you know what? No, of all those two freaking crybaby sissy girls, the female's the one that came out
I
and
didn't
had a
even
good
cry.
time.
I knew I should have come out. I knew I should have just come out.
I didn't even cry. I was just being like, brooding.
I'm gonna smack the shit out of Aramil when we get home.
Good luck.
Are they just bouncing around all the houses? All houses.
Yeah, he's just no. You're on your way back to. I mean, it's pretty. It's like.
Oh, I'm back now.
3-4 a.m. You know, you're on your way back.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they were visiting all the establishments.
No, well, that's 6. That whole area is red light
It's got a
district.
very
That
big
whole-
I see.
establishment.
I'll paint
It's
it
a lot there.
for the video.
Oh.
This area.
So yeah, that whole area is pretty much it. So he goes, you know what? I like you. It's a shame the other ones aren't quite the same. That Dragonborn seems to be no real fun, and God knows what's wrong with that human.
Just to cry. Yeah.
Just God, you know what? You need to let go and know I've had a good time.
Too right.
So you stumble back into the property.
Mm-hmm.
You're both kind of laughing when you're going in, but you essentially just Goldbrick just you walk through the door and just plonks right on the floor, just lands.
Oh my God.
So it's up to you whether I don't know how far you're really going to get. Probably not. Can you roll another Constitution to see how far you get?
9 this time.
Well, you get pretty far. You pretty much fall down on the stairs.
Okay,
You
that's
fall asleep on the
That's
stairs.
fair. Does this count as like
Okay.
a short rest then instead of a long one? Or do we get there?
Yeah. Well, we're going to see how you're hanging the next day.
For level of
Disadvantage on
exhaustion.
everything, surely.
Oh, please. So hungover, you forgot everything, please.
So, well, we'll do that in 2 separate rolls. So, it is the morning now. So everyone else is waking up. I don't know whether Talion and Aramil wanted to do any talking when they got back.
Pillow talk.
I'll just gone to bed. I don't know if Aramil
Okay.
wanted
No,
to.
I was making that sculpture for Goldbrick there.
Okay. So Goldbrick obviously never saw it because he never got to his room. But
Yeah, he
So-
never won't see it yet.
yeah. So yeah, you guys are all waking up. Though the other two, I mean, Cirilla and Goldbrick are pretty much catatonic at this point. So as you're coming downstairs, you'll see Cirilla on the stairs.
I'm just gonna step round Cirilla and carry on walking down.
I'm gonna say classic Goldbrick night.
So as you kind of enter the main sort of, downstairs area, because it's kind of an open space, you see Goldbrick pretty much not getting far into the door is shut, so that's always good, but he is just face down on the floor.
How obvious is Cirilla sleeping on the stairs?
All on top of the stairs,
So it's okay.
Like she-
I was going to be like, do I have to do a roll to see if I'm going to step on her or not?
Well, I was tempted to make a dex
Halfling's
check to see if you
pretty
trip, but I
small.
thought, nah.
Can I
It's pretty obvious.
small.
isn't it?
Would I be able to use my lightning weapon to give him a little shock?
Haze us away.
The problem with that is the lightning paralysis thing only really happens when you hit cut something.
I don't want to cut them.
So yeah, I wouldn't advise it.
I'll just leave them then.
It would be funny though. I wonder if you could lightning enchant their clothes or something.
You know, I was actually thinking that. Can I try that? Because I have got 2 spare lightning enchantments.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
So do it.
I wouldn't.
I'll save it for a more useful situation.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. So you're all downstairs. You've got these 2 people that aren't waking up. They're asleep. They're not dead or anything, but they're just not getting up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kind of look at Aramil and say, "So what now?"
Well, usually Goldbrick wakes up the minute he smells breakfast, so I'm going to see what this guy has left in his stockroom.
Okay.
I'll
Stock
join you.
fridge or whatever he has.
Yeah.
I'll join you looking for the fridge. Or equivalent of cold area.
I could
Yeah.
I could go for some breakfast.
So he's got sort of bread, some meat,
Classic.
cheese, things like that. Very very bog standard food. I mean, they don't exactly have a farm, so they don't really have lots of veg. It's probably why you don't really see a thin dwarf.
Yeah. Judging by the fact that I'm assuming that there's a fireplace with a pot that can go in there, there's some kind of...
There'll be an oven type thing, or cooking thing, stove.
I'll use Druid craft to start the flame.
Okay.
And then I'll chuck the meat in.
Okay.
Start cooking it.
Alright.
And then I'm just going to tilt... I'm going to go over to Goldbrick and tilt his head facing the the smell / the cooking.
Okay. Let's see if he. Yeah, I suppose I'll set a difficulty check for this. I'll have to give him disadvantage as he's sleeping, but that's fine. So he, you can hear him sort of sniffing, his eyes open, and he just kind of like, just, you know, like when you get those knockover dolls, the weighted ones.
They just
Springs up.
And he just kind of like springs up,
Oh my god.
like,
I'm
ha
just
ha.
gonna,
Wait, he doesn't. He's in Dwarvish.
yeah.
He goes, ha ha, breakfast. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna kind of raise an eyebrow as I look at Aramil and just say, "Yeah, you weren't kidding."
Yeah, good old Goldberg. Never changes.
Can Cirilla roll a perception check? You'll have disadvantage on it.
Disadvantage. Perception. 5.
Oh, that does not wake you up. Okay.
The longer she's asleep, the better for me.
I'll go wake her up. No, everyone else is awake. I'll go wake her up.
Okay.
Damn it.
How you waking her up?
I'm just gonna get a book. One of the books at my bag, the mind control book, was quite hefty. Was quite hefty.
Okay.
And just slam it on the stair right next to her head.
Okay. Can you roll just a normal? Actually, I think that should probably work. I think in most cases it'll be pretty hard to not, to keep sleeping through that without being dead.
Man, if she's got a hangover, that's going to be one hell of a wake up.
Yeah. So that wakes you up quite convincingly. Can you roll a Constitution check to see how hungover you are?
1.
Imagine 1, still drunk.
Just passes out.
A bit
immediately
tipsy.
again.
Sorry, it's perception again.
No, Constitution check.
Constitution, this one. Okay. 21. Okay.
Oh, well.
Nice.
Okay, so you are actually fine,
Well,
fresh as a daisy.
Shit.
But just because she hasn't got a hangover doesn't mean she doesn't remember. So I need you to roll a history check. See if you do remember your chat with
Okay,
Goldberg.
Here we go. I'm trying to work out where I can use Jack of all trades on it.
No.
Uh,
I think it's anything you're not proficient in.
no, I'm
I think
proficient in
you get it,
history.
don't you?
Sorry, guys.
Fuck.
Are your bardic inspiration doesn't work on yourself, does it?
22. I can't. Oh, I can't actually use it myself. No, it's others. Sorry. Yeah, others, but 22 anyway.
To be fair, 22. Yeah, you remember
You
fine.
remember, yeah.
I remember.
The question is,
everything.
what do you want to do with that
yeah, that is.
information?
Yeah, feel free to tell us. I don't mind.
Oh, I didn't think about this enough. She's gonna process it during breakfast, I think, because
Okay.
if there's any possible advantage to me not telling you guys.
Fair enough. All right. So yeah, once your food is ready, you're eating. So I mean, Goldberg goes to you over in Dwarvish and says, "So when do you plan on facing Dural?"
I'll say back. In Dwarvish. I don't know, what kind of information did you get on the horse last night?
Well, I did find out that his favorite hall
information.
is it's called Emerald.
Emerald? Really? I
Yeah,
didn't
they,
take him for that kind of a guy.
They changed all the names of the halls to match gems because they felt that it was a very Dwarvish thing to do.
Cindy's still called Cindy, right?
Well, that's her real name, but she's now called Ruby.
Of course she is. Speaking of,
Right.
you should go up to your room at some point. I've left you a little present for being just one of the best landlords I've ever had. Possibly
once
the only
I've,
landlord I've ever had.
So he picks up a piece of meat and just goes, yeah, all right, after food.
I'm gonna look at Cirilla and just nod towards Skullbrick and say, "How was your night out with this guy?"
It's like nothing you'd ever seen. Aramil. Sidebar.
Yeah, Cirilla, do you want to...
Do you want to join me in my chambers for a moment?
Something wrong, Cirilla?
Hey,
Nothing,
you two.
just-
No sex around breakfast, okay?
It's fine, guys.
What?
I know
Had
this is
time for
about.
one sausage. That's enough for me.
Goldbrick probably told you a few things last night in Dwarvish. You just want to know what he meant.
I
I'm
need
good
some
with that.
translations. Yeah, I've got some some phrases to run through that weren't in the guidebook.
You have a
Okay.
guidebook?
I'll I'll go with you, and we'll just walk up to the chamber then.
Okay.
Can I attempt to sneak after them?
He's like sneaking up.
I was going to stand up and say, I need to go to the toilet. I wanna sneak up.
Can you... Alright, fine. So can you roll a stealth check?
Oh, please be shit. Please be shit, Joe.
You check my... I'm
Well,
pretty sure...
what is both of your passive perceptions? I think yours is
Mine's
11. Cirilla's is
13.
11, so I've got your character sheet up.
Mine's 13.
13.
I got an unnatural 20, because I...
So as long as Talion beats that, you're right.
Shit, damn. Yeah.
I do have +4 to
So yeah, you managed to be okay with the stealth.
All right, we're behind a door.
So you managed to reach the door fine without them noticing you. Can you roll perception to see how well you listen to what they're saying?
See, I wonder if you're going to
Whatever they
take the
end up
time
saying.
to ask me about anything else.
11.
A reminder.
Not interested in that right now.
Okay.
So you won't hear it perfectly.
Save
I'll
it for
let
that.
you know after they finish what bit you know.
I suppose it depends on how loud we are.
Which bits do I hear? Do I hear the important part?
Well, we
We'll
need to-
see. It depends what they say.
Okay,
Sorry,
I'll let you
doing
guys
it
go.
now.
You guys can carry on with your conversation.
All right, you piece of shit. What's going on?
What do you mean, sir? What are you talking about?
Goldberg told me. He told me. They all speak common, and you're just fucking with us. Or are you misleading us? Is this are you just drawing us into this foreign city so that you can, murder us and take my accordion?
Oh, Cirilla, no. God, no, I definitely do not want your accordion. I'm just going to say, look, Cirilla, I'm sorry that you got brought into this, but really, I just really wanted to fuck with Talion. Like, I've been dreaming about fucking with Talion since day one, okay? I haven't had many chances. I've really wanted to screw with him a little bit. I'm really sorry I had to bring you into it, but had to be that way, otherwise he would have found out.
That's a good ass defense.
What's up,
I
Tom?
relate to this.
I
I relate
mean,
to this, Aramil. All
If
right,
anything,
I would
having
have.
you on it makes this far better.
I would have liked you to have told me about it.
I'm sorry, Cirilla, but I didn't know you well enough to be able to say
Alright.
whether you tell him or not.
All right,
What did you tell Starkriek on this?
we have to tell Starkriek.
Why am I the only one who doesn't get to know?
I think that's fair. I just need to make sure that he doesn't tell Talion, because if all three of us know, Talion's going to have that little bit of edge to find out if we all start laughing, you know?
All right, I'll go and get Starkriek, and we'll see if he's alright.
Okay, before they come
You
out,
stay here.
what did I hear?
Oh, you know what? I love how they worded that conversation. So basically, you basically heard what Cirilla saying, "What the hell?" That she was it? Accusing Aramil of wanting it. Aramil saying he doesn't want it, and Aramil saying he wants to fuck Talion.
Oh no!
That's so funny. Oh my god. I can't use that to my advantage.
Oh,
in
no, I'm
roleplay,
just gonna-
but I
I'm just
really
gonna-
want to.
I'm just gonna turn and run like back downstairs. I'm gonna kind of sit down and just be like really wide-eyed and like a bit like shell-shocked, like what I've heard.
I want to say Italian as he sits back down. What the hell happened, man?
Nothing. Nothing. God, it was just.
I'm gonna descend the stairs now.
I can't.
Captain, we've got a bit of a dispute up here. Do you mind coming and just sorting this out? Aaron was out of line.
I look at Italian and just...
I'm gonna kind of grab at Starkriek's arm and say, "Don't go, Captain. Don't go."
She asked me nicely, so I follow her upstairs.
Oh, well, I'm gonna like kind of just grip his arm a bit just as he gets up and just say, "You won't like what you hear, Starkriek."
Could you imagine like Talion wrapped around his leg?
Please don't leave me.
I put my hand on Talion's shoulder and say, "It's okay, friend. Whatever dispute they're having, I'm sure I can sort it out." And they go upstairs.
Too good.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll lead him back into the chambers. I don't even know if I have chambers. This is just a room that we've been
Just
staying.
a room. The room will do. Yeah.
I suppose we'll shut the door behind us.
Okay.
Captain, I have something to
Captain.
explain and
Right.
apologise for. Cirilla last night found out, as I so eloquently denied, that in fact all the dwarves in this city do, in fact, speak common.
You fucker!
Wait, quiet down. Hold on a second. I know you're angry, but I
do
just
that quite loudly.
wanted to fuck with Talion for just this entire trip. I've been waiting for a chance since we've met to just really screw with him. And I'm really sorry I had to bring you two into this, but to make sure he didn't find out, I had to lie to all of you.
I thought you trusted me to Aramil. I mean, to wait until after Cirilla finds out, who's been with us for such a small amount of time, and the bond
I mean, I understand
that we
being
drew
trusted,
together
that's fair.
over
It's just-
our losses.
Being that you
I mean-
have a captain's honour, I would not expect you to have to put you through lying to one of your men, so to speak.
I'm a
It's a need to
captain.
know basis.
Exactly, Cirilla. I mean, as a officer of an army, I'm fully capable of restricting information to your troops who need information.
I am not an army man. I do not know of this. All I know is of your honour and your great stature.
I'm hurt, Aramil. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm sorry, Captain. I truly am.
See, it's going to take a lot to get you out of this sticky situation, Aramil.
I mean, I'll just let you know that I think Talion overheard your conversation because he came downstairs looking really strange, and you were trying to make me not go upstairs with you guys. So,
He was acting funny, right?
I think he's already on to you.
Oh, so Talion followed us up, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That bastard.
Man does not care for privacy, does he?
Alright, well, how about this? An indecent proposal, if you will. In return for us keeping up this lie, to obviously assume you agree with this, Captain, in return for us keeping up this lie to Talion, because he has no idea that anything fishy is going on whatsoever, you teach us some basic dwarven phrases, what we might need, what might signal that, you know, we're going to die imminently or anything, you know, something that could help us out. No?
I think that's incredibly fair. Would Captain, would you feel this is a reasonable comeuppance?
I just did an honor roll, and I rolled high, so no.
See, this is what I mean. If I told you, you wouldn't tell Talion anyway. You're on about.
But you lied to Starkriek in the first place. You deceived him, so he's not really that inclined to oblige back. So
I
I'm
can
gonna
tell
go
you the truth
downstairs.
in front of Talion.
I'm gonna go downstairs and be like, okay, Talion.
Jig is up.
Did he tell you?
So
Well,
what
but by the way, before he comes down, I'm just going to make sure so you know, because Talion shouted, Starkriek shouted pretty loud.
Mm-hmm.
But because of what's going in your mind, instead of like fuck her, you heard fuck her. Just so you know, just so that's fresh in your mind.
I'm gonna kind of like just look at Starkriek a bit kind of cautiously as he comes in. What do they want you for, Starkriek?
Talion, what do you know of the situation?
Starkriek, I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard enough, and I've got to be honest. It makes me a bit uncomfortable.
What do you know of the situation? Because I'm pretty uncomfortable about it as well.
I mean, I know he's just suffered like a big loss and everything, but you know, all those times he called me a Tark Trail, I never really knew what it meant, and I think I understand now.
Oh, God. Understand what?
You know that.
I can't wait to come down and just
Starkriek,
like
I overheard.
wreck this.
I overheard Aramil telling Cirilla that he wants to fuck me.
Okay. At that moment, Starkriek's not going to complain anymore.
Yes.
Hang on, I've got to roll for this because Goldbrick will find that hilarious. Like, you know what? If he,
I'm just
yeah,
going to burst that laugh. Starkriek's just going to burst that laugh.
What did he want? What does he want from you?
He manages to keep his composure. He's all right.
Oh, okay.
I start chuckling.
Tell him I'm not interested, Starkriek. I'm willing to help him on his revenge mission with this. There are some things that I won't do, and that's.
You know, I was trying to convince Aramil to keep his sights off you and onto Cirilla where they should be.
I gathered.
That's
yeah.
what I was trying to convince him of doing.
That does make sense. I appreciate you putting that word in for me. I will not forget this.
I was quite outraged by his admission to me.
I did not see this coming.
I didn't
Which
really.
is why I explained it so loudly.
I think it best we we make haste from this city and.
Never look back.
I think it could be quite lethargic to you and ease your mind if you could confront Aramil here while we're in a safe place for.
If you think so, Captain, I'll try and bring it up with him. I have to be
I
delicate.
didn't tell him.
This might be.
Someone gonna think he knows.
This might be a manifestation of his recent trauma. So hopefully.
Just know that I'm here to support you and Aramil and Cirilla for everything.
I appreciate that, Captain.
I'm gonna sit down and just eat some food, eat some breakfast.
I mean, did we hear any of this upstairs? Are we just sort of standing upstairs?
You're
awkwardly?
just standing upstairs. You won't have heard any of that. Well, unless you're trying to listen in. It depends if you're trying to listen in.
No, well, I mean, I didn't
No,
think of it.
I didn't think of it then. I'm not going to think of it now. Oh,
I
damn
probably
it.
would, but no, I wasn't quick enough.
God.
Well, I guess the jig is up, right? He went and told him, so.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh well. I mean, it was a good laugh while it lasted.
Yeah, it was. It's a shame the fun is over. Let's just go downstairs and have a boring breakfast, right?
Yeah, face the wrath of Talion.
Yeah, he's not going to be happy.
Brooding bastard. Go downstairs.
So I guess we'll glumly descend.
We'll go and walk downstairs.
Yeah.
So as you're coming down, Goldbrick just sits back in his chair, and just eats and just watches how it's going to unfold.
I'm sitting back and scratching my head.
I'm gonna kind of eye Aramil very cautiously as he comes down. So
Hold on. What the fuck is wrong with you, Top Trail?
Oh God, he called me
Has
that.
nothing but some kind of demon.
So, how was your chat with Siri, Aramil?
Very revealing.
Well, yes, as obviously Starkriek has told you.
No,
so
he told me everything. Yep.
Yeah, so
I have to say, Aramil.
lay it on me. What do you want to say? What do you want to do about it?
I mean, I don't really want to do anything. If I'm honest with you, I'm kind of surprised. I never expected this. I'm surprised at you. Yeah.
You wouldn't expect me to think of that?
No, definitely not. No, never. Aramil. I had absolutely no idea.
Wow.
I mean,
You're really surprised.
I can kind of understand, why you would feel that way, or why you would want to do that.
Yeah,
Of course. I mean, you're a fucking talk trail. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
gonna want to...
just a small thing. I'd rather you not call me that anymore. I kind of guess what it means. Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable.
You
with
guessed what Targdrel means.
Yeah, I don't really feel comfortable with you using that.
You have to know two languages to know what Targdrel means. I really doubt you know
No,
what Targdrel
I
means.
can tell what it means. Trust me. Woo.
What the fuck do you think it means?
Are you? I mean, does Goldbrick know? Or
Of course Goldbrick knows. Goldbrick was in on it.
Oh no!
when did you tell him? Yesterday.
When I first got in the door, I was talking to him in Dwarvish. What did you think I was saying?
God, I was right there. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm sorry, I have to roll him another Constitution.
This is the most ridiculous conversation.
Like, just specifics first.
Goldbrick. Basically,
I'm really glad how we've tackled this conversation.
oh, so good. So Goldbrick just starts laughing hysterically. Like, so much so he falls off his chair a little bit. Because obviously he was leaning back anyway. So, sort of with the extra laughing, he kind of just tumbles over.
I burst out laughing as well with him laughing and falling over.
In Dwarvish, I'm gonna say to Goldbrick, what the fuck is wrong with this
I
guy?
don't understand the context, so I'm going to rush to
Not
Goldbrick
get-
because we're comrades from the night before. I'm going to ask him in common, "Are you okay, Goldbrick?"
So in common, he responds back going, "Oh my god, you people are the funniest people I've ever met.
I'm just gonna.
I am fine."
I'm gonna stare at Goldbrick and just be like, "Wait, what? What? What just happened?"
What do you mean, what? That's what Starkriek just told you. Goldbrick can speak in common. So can most of the dwarves here. I was having you on since we got here.
I'm kind of looking at it and be like, "What about all that other stuff that you were saying upstairs?"
What other stuff? I was just saying to Cirilla and Starkriek that I wanted to, screw with you, fuck you, fuck with you, until you and make you think that all the dwarves here only spoke Dwarvish.
I'm just gonna stare at him for I think a good. Hang on, let me roll. 17 seconds. And I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, we can move on from that. I think if you're Aramil.
Talion needs some time alone.
Oh, that was too good. Too good. Oh my god.
Targdrel, what the fuck did you think I was talking about?
No, I thought. Yeah, no, that was it. Yeah.
Right, this is where I pipe in and say, "You thought you were trying to fuck him?"
Can I just say, Aramil takes a hold on, how do you do this? You roll first. Takes a 10-second pause, and then proceeds to burst out laughing to the point where he literally has to crouch down onto the floor and sit down while laughing. Thought I wanted to fuck you. I'd sooner fuck a horse.
I'm just gonna very aggressively and self-consciously just like chew on my meat and just like not look at anyone. Just gonna look at my breakfast.
Oh
God,
man.
my fucking Targdrel.
Oh
It's so funny.
god. And yeah, so Goldbrick just sort of gets up off the floor and goes, "You know what? That was probably the best breakfast I've ever had." You don't get that kind of entertainment every day.
I'm gonna give him the filthiest of looks, then just carry on.
Can I get up, brush past Talion's chair, and just say, "Oh, don't think it's flirting." Carry on walking.
I'm just gonna snap round and be like, "Fuck off!"
You have to roll d10s now to see if you
If we're rejected. Nothing. All Talion wants to do is just eat his breakfast and just not have to dwell on this moment.
I think based purely on our initial interaction of each other that we do not find each other attractive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a fairly simple.
Oh, that was all. That was great. So many things had to align to make that happen.
That is not how I expected to find out about Gorbrick.
Dear. No. So Goldbrick kind of turns to the group now because he can now he can actually talk to all of you. He goes, so I don't know. I mean, obviously Aramil's said most of the things I've said, but we're all going to go visit the town mayor later to see if we can get you through the Adil Pass in some way. Because if anyone's going to know how to get you through it, he will.
I'll just nod.
Can I just note for the team, not bullshitting you this time, that while all dwarves do speak common, they are most likely going to answer and talk to you in Dwarvish until they fancy otherwise.
Yeah,
Because these
Goldbrick.
bastards are hateful.
Goldbrick will basically confirm that. He would just say, look, dwarves only really prefer their own kind. That's why they isolate themselves. So they do know common, obviously, because anyone with intelligence can speak common, but they choose not to because they don't like out people from the outside. Chances are we'll have to talk. I mean, if you guys got any hope, I'll have to convince Doral to talk to you guys in common. Otherwise, only myself and Aramil will be able to do any negotiating with him.
I think for the sake of group negotiations, it would be good if you could convince him to speak common.
We'll
But that should
try,
be-
but he doesn't like our folk very much.
No. The additional hard part will be getting you in to see him. I mean, he's not necessarily going to want to see outsiders, but I have a plan for that, so don't worry about that. I'll get you in.
All right. When
Can I just lean over to Goldbrick and just sort of whisper in Dwarvish, you have a plan?
Kind of. Kills two... He... he has a really, really hot receptionist. So I can kind of kill two birds with one stone.
Goldbrick, I'm sorry, you're great with the whores, but come on now. You pay
Real
them.
women.
Let's be fair.
Listen, boy. Anyone can pay a whore. The real challenge is to do the ones you can't pay for.
Right, fine. If you don't get that sorted, then we're all fucked.
We'll be fine.
Starkriek kind of clicks his neck and goes, well, I'm sure a bit of muscle won't help. We'll better help us get through.
Well, maybe. I mean, the thing is, intimidation won't work as well because this is a place full of dwarves. If he wants to kick you out, he can. So the way to do this, Doral is a very egotistical man. If he doesn't see anything as a benefit to him, he won't do it.
when do we leave?
So bear that in mind.
Oh, flattery.
You'll want to bribery won't work. Belaying to his ego and making him feel like he's going to win out of it is the way to go forward.
When do we leave?
About the Adil Pass.
Nothing at the moment. You just
Thing.
literally all you know is you don't know anything, but the other guys know that Pollux told them that it's very dangerous,
Okay.
that it's inhabited by loads of beasts, and it's the only way to get to where Aramis is. Amaris is, rather.
I'm gonna look
Right.
I'm gonna look at Gorbrick and just say, when do we leave?
Well, as soon as you finished eating.
I say, do having our weapons on us help?
Not really, no. Like I said, intimidation isn't going to do a thing to him.
So I'd
suggest keeping them for protection in case, it turns south, because otherwise you're just going to get hammered to death. And not in the fun way.
I just smirk and say, all right, no, but I reckon without our weapons it'd be fine. We'll just
And when he says that, can I just give him a side fist bump? Yeah.
So yeah.
I won't be taking my weapons with me.
I'll be taking.
I mean, Goldbrick's finished eating anyway, because obviously he was eating throughout that whole performance.
I
So he's finished.
self-consciously ate mine very quickly, so I'm done as well.
Before everybody finishes, I'm just going to go, talk over to Siri and just say, Siri, how are you with detecting the orientation of arcane magical items?
I've got a few tricks up my sleeve. Depends.
Well, I have this.
What kind of item are we talking about?
I'm going to go over to get my staff out. So I have this staff. I'm not sure how it improves the magical powers of these mind controllers, but we need to know. And we need to know if it's beneficial for us or if we should sell it. Because we might need a lot of money before we get out of it.
Speaking of money, these services don't usually come cheap. Just so you know.
Cirilla?
Whose medallion was it that I identified? Sorry, was it Starkriek?
Starkriek's.
Okay, is he in like earshot by any chance? Because I didn't charge him.
Yeah, you're all sitting around the table, so yeah.
All right.
I was look at Cirilla and go, what charge? You asked to look at my medallion.
Waved it for my captain. Captain's discount.
What if I asked you to do the staff as well then?
Alright, you've got me there. Alright, I'll
Okay.
Thanks, Captain.
yeah, do you want to hand me the staff and I'll do the spell?
Okay. Because I'm just
So
I'm just rereading the spell again.
Okay, yeah.
But it talks about it basically doesn't tell you what the weapon. It doesn't tell you what it is unless it's magical. So if it's not magical, then you don't know anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're casting this spell, yeah?
Yes.
So, your spell doesn't actually reveal anything. You can't feel any magical presence in this weapon. It's just metal.
What?
Just metal.
Yeah.
But
it is a strange. I mean, it is like I said. It's been known before. It is a strange metal.
it's a strange looking metal staff.
Actually, I think you know what it is, don't you? I think you know it's Neverite. I think because
We
it was
know
on
it's
her
We would have
note.
recognised it.
I
from the-
would,
The spell won't, but it is
based
not
on
magical.
Player knowledge. I don't think Siri would know.
No.
Siri won't know, but we will know.
Siri won't know.
Siri might also identify it as something that could make a good bassoon if followed out. I don't know. It's oh shit. I was gonna say, this is. It seems to be a really powerful magic object, and it's kind of hazy at the moment. It might take for the sort of the full power of it to be fully understood to me. So if you gave me maybe a few more hours with the object, I'd probably be able to let you know its full capabilities.
Can I do insight?
Do I roll deception?
Yes.
13.
26.
Yep. I'm dead. Okay, Siri, whatever you need.
While you're actually showing, while you're showing off the staff, because obviously now you've actually got it in plain view. Goldbrick has a look at it while you're doing it. Just sort of eyes it up. Wow. Okay. He goes. I actually know what that is.
So do we.
No, I know what it does as well.
Oh.
Goldbrick, what do you know?
Well, you probably know that that's made out of Navarite. Do you know what Navarite is?
Littlest bit.
Demon.
Demon something.
Navarite is an alloy made from the remains of the greater demon Navaros. When he was destroyed, fragments of him were scattered. And when this was collected and forged, Navarite was created.
Must have been a big...
It can be used for pretty much anything. But what it can do is it boosts the magical power of spells when the person needs using them.
Must have been a big demon.
It was a very big demon. It destroyed the planet, basically, essentially. Destroyed all the buildings and any marks of civilization. Everything had to be rebuilt. Apart from us. We were in a mountain. We're fine.
You're telling me that this thin staff can boost any magical power?
Indeed. If it's magic, it will boost it.
What do you mean by boost? Make it stronger?
Pretty much. Stronger than it would normally be.
Huh.
No wonder why she was using it. No wonder why Pollock had some.
Just to boost their mind control, I imagine.
So how much?
Obviously, mind control takes up a lot of power.
How much is like a piece of Navarite worth then?
It's worth quite a lot to the right person. Problem is, not many people know what it is. The only reason I know what it is dwarves tend to know what it is pretty well because obviously we work with metals and stone, so we know about these about these things. And I mean, I work with that stuff all the time. So in my travels, I've learned what it does and what it is because if you're worth your grain, you'll know everything.
Well,
Okay, Talion, what the fuck did we sell that to that gauntlet to that blacksmith then?
Didn't he buy the dagger back?
the gauntlet was from when we went to a little village called Crint, and Talion basically uphanded all of us and sold the gauntlet, even though he didn't quite know what it was yet.
I needed money.
And we didn't get money for it. We just got weapons.
Oh. No, I got money for it, I think.
No, you didn't.
So instead,
Did he make
making
us...
this more. Well, yeah, we got weapons instead.
Oh, I forgot.
But we would have got the weapons anyway.
Oh, he made it for... Oh, yeah. Oh, well.
You made a change
So-
exchange you need for all your fancy equipment.
Yes, that was it.
Instead, might I recommend, as a group, we discuss what we want to do with this item. I personally won't use it.
I have the use for it.
Is it big enough to carve into a didgeridoo? Like,
If you can find someone skilled enough in metallurgy to do that.
I will veto any vote to make it into a didgeridoo.
beneficial to the team.
In terms of actual mechanics on what it does, I'm not going to tell you what it does until somebody actually uses it.
I'm just going to say this now, just out of character for a second. If it's a staff, I don't think it's thick enough to be made into a didgeridoo. However,
Yeah,
a flute, it
Well,
could
I'm-
definitely be made into a flute.
Yeah,
I'm-
true.
Order.
I'm not proficient in flute.
What are you? What are you?
Didgeridoo? What do you think I asked?
Alright,
Well, the idea was to have like something that could double up as like a quarter staff and and an instrument. That was what me and Sonny were.
Yeah.
Hollow.
Yeah, but it'd be like
If so, it
strong.
would break at the first thing. If you hit someone with it.
Yeah, but it'd be really strong.
Yeah, Navarite's
Alright,
really strong.
How about...
Right, would be really strong. So
Sonny, for Nav... Or I guess I'll ask Goldbrick if he knows. For the effects of Navarite to work, how does it work? Like, do you just need to be near it, or like have it on you? Like, how does...
You have to be channeling your magic through it.
So let's say we turn this into like, I don't know, 4 different amulets or 3 different amulets. No, 4 amulets. Would it work?
Cirilla, what instruments are you proficient in?
I know over 200 instruments. I've told you this already.
But not a flute.
I'm not good at woodwind.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, I mastered the didgeridoo, and then I was like, what other wind instrument am I going to need? Come on. It's the best one.
It's just too awesome.
Yeah, it's the best one.
So Goldbrick, if we turn these into amulets, would it still work? This.
I imagine so, yeah.
Alright, how
Let's
about
see
we
why
keep
not.
it, and then we find somebody who can reforge it into something we can all wear, and then all our spells get boosted.
Can
very true.
Ulrich do that? He's a
I
metallurgist.
won't use metal.
Alright, I'll take Aramil share, and then we can try it.
Fuck you, Tarkdrell.
Okay.
Siri can have my share.
Can
Nah,
Ulrich
I
not do this? Because he's a metallurgist. He said he's dealt with
Yep.
this.
I will see if you can.
Alright.
He goes, look, I've tried in the past to try and forge that stuff, but I just don't have the tools.
What kind of
Forge
dwarf are you? I thought all dwarves were good.
At least I know what it is, don't I? You didn't know fuck all. You thought a freaking dwarf an elf wanted to fuck you.
It's too soon, man, too soon.
I'm just going to be like, right, but seriously for a second, is there a blacksmith in town still that has the tools for this kind of metal?
I mean, there is obviously a blacksmith in town. Whether he's got the tools for it, you'll have to find out.
Okay.
I don't know.
How about this? We go to the blacksmith, we ask him about that, and then we go to meet the other guy.
Would he deal with us though?
What about
Well, we'll
no.
go with Goldbrick, so we'll just stop on the way, and then if he can do it, we'll leave the staff with him, and then we'll come back and get it after we get our information on the Adil Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Quick question: are you proficient in harmonicas?
Yes.
You could have yours part made into a harmonica. I'm sure you're a
use it.
accordion. Can't you change the keys to be metal keys?
Well, yeah, this one's got like it's. I imagine it'd be buttons rather than keys because I don't think keyboards were like invented.
Okay, yeah, no, fair enough.
Maybe substitute like the bund or something like the pipes. Since I have no idea what the inside of an accordion is like, full disclosure, but I'm sure there's some part of it that could be substituted out.
Well, let's go see the
It's,
blacksmith.
it does the holes, doesn't it? I thought it relieves pressure on the holes on top of it to change the sound of what the
Yeah.
air passing through it. I thought that's how it works, but I have no idea. I'm guessing.
That sounds about right. But I mean, there are like the buttons to press. Maybe like the plate or something. We can work this out when we.
When we find an actual
Yeah,
blacksmith
let's go to the
to deal with this
blacksmith
metal.
and see if you can actually do it. Alright, lead the way, Goldbrick.
Okay. So what he's going to do, he's going to start walking you to this little place here. So this one.
Oops. This one.
Yeah. So, okay, where is Goldbrick?
I can totally imagine Siri with a little harmonica, literally like with the frame over the shoulder, so she's just like
Just make an ocarina.
comes back with the accordion.
Anyone else leaving the weapons there, or just me?
No, I'm taking one
So-
stuff with me.
What he does, he says, look, again, this is a place of dwarves. It's probably best that I go in and ask, and then I'll let you guys know.
I'll hand Goldbrick the staff and I'll say, I trust you.
Okay.
Let's go across my arms.
So he takes the staff, goes in. So I'm going to do some rolls. Okay. So he comes back out, and he goes, it looks like he'll do it, and he's got the tools to do it.
Cool.
Brilliant. So
When do we pick it
what
up?
does everybody want?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As we're going to have to split that staff off into quarters for my personal usage, that Siri here gets my quarter, as I am not a fan of using metal. I barely like the blade of my sword.
Okay.
Okay. How much like metal is there? Like, what's like the biggest thing we could make?
It's a staff, so it's not. I mean, it is quite thin. Again, you could probably make amulets, like a coin.
I've already
It's
got a
like-
medallion and the wolf tooth on the chain. I'll make another amulet. Oh no! Ooh, can I make a
Mr.
ring actually?
Mr.
Just
T.
like just a plain ring.
If it was a staff
ring,
for a mate, would you say that it's probably like maybe a foot and a half of a rod? Would be
I mean, it would have been a full-length staff. So I don't know, 5 foot,
5 foot.
5 foot staff.
Okay,
But
so
it would have
one-
been like about sort of that thick, kind of.
So 1.2 feet,
like-
let's say, per quarter. That's plenty for a
Yeah.
necklace.
Can
Okay.
I make an armored glove?
I'm just saying, like if it's 5 foot for a staff.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, fine. I mean, within reason, basically. I'll make anything within reason.
Can I make an
Sorry.
armored glove?
You can't. That's probably
Bit of a stretch.
a bit much
Damn.
because there's a lot of pieces to a glove.
Yeah.
The blade on your hidden blade, that would be so cool.
Could he do that? I don't want the others to know though. Is the problem? So if I ask him for like,
Oh,
I haven't told
okay,
anyone
never
about
mind.
that.
Oh, look who's keeping secrets now.
And remember, you have to channel magic through it, which means you'd have to deploy it to cast.
Alright, I'll just have an amulet. I guess that's the easiest way. We'll just boost all my spells.
Okay. So you want an amulet.
Yep.
And what about the others? What about you? Yeah, the Aramil's abstaining, so Starkriek and Cirilla. Would you do
Hashtag
last?
Druids don't do metal.
Yeah.
Yay.
I've
Which
added it in
sucks.
curly brackets in case something goes wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask for a medallion as well. Actually,
Okay.
By the way, I can mend your medallion.
It's just a strap. It's on my wrist. It's fine.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is if you want to wear it on your neck again.
Actually.
Oh, I see.
I'm actually conflicted.
Okay, so I think like the crank bit on the middle of the accordion. That's like that's like a kind of like a metal wire framing.
Right.
Is that too complex?
Probably. I think you'd have to roll again to see. Because again, you're talking about him amending an accordion, something no one's seen.
All right, that's true.
He
That's
could
true.
potentially break it open. It's like someone working on a laptop.
Yeah, that's true. That's very
So
true.
you could open it and it might not ever go back in the way you did.
Maybe he can make like the beginnings of a didgeridoo, and I'll build it up as we find more.
You think? Okay.
Starkriek abstains. I want nothing to do with the metal that led to the destruction of my fellow soldiers.
All right,
Oh, look
doesn't
at that,
mean
you
I can
get
take
3 copies,
Starkriek for
Cirilla.
I'll take Starkriek.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got a rope paper scissors for it, man.
You wanted a medallion, you barely
You got enough for a medallion.
Fine.
Really?
That was so easy.
As much of a didgeridoo as you can, my good sir.
Minus my medallion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry, Amulet.
Actually, to be fair, as you're a halfling,
that's true.
the didgeridoo
That is very true.
That's very true. Yeah, I reckon.
That is very true. I did not think of that.
Yeah, I didn't think of that at all either. Yeah, is that enough?
a half-sized didgeridoo.
I reckon, yeah, because the thing is,
It's gonna sound
a medallion isn't going to use a lot of it, to be
Yeah.
honest. I mean, I know you're saying Talion, you're basically having 50-50, but I'll be honest, you don't need 50% of a staff to make a medallion. Without a medallion would be like this big.
It's okay, I've just got my new medallion.
Out of
It's fine.
interest.
So basically,
But
you cut the slither off to make the you cut like the bit off to make the medallion. The rest of it could easily make it, I reckon.
Yeah,
It's fine with me.
absolutely.
I've got a lot of shit, I've realised. So yeah, I have my
Yeah.
dagger, I have my hidden blade.
Alright.
I've got a lot of
Alright.
shit as well. I might need to like
Okay.
drop my spear for this, or like slide the spear in.
I think if you want to replace your spear
all right,
with
so
this piece-
Goldbrick takes it back in,
Are we getting charged
comes
first?
back out.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
I didn't think of
Stay quiet, Cirilla.
Shut up!
I just want to rob a
And
bank.
Goldbrick handled the button because he loves us so much.
that. Well, to be fair, the way this all, I mean, are you asking that to Goldbrick?
No.
Oh, sorry, no, I wasn't asking anyone. I was asking about our character.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna wait for Goldbrick to, like, if he says, okay, hand over the money,
Yeah,
then we'll
So-
work from there.
He goes back in, and about 15 seconds later comes back out and goes, "Yes, that's all fine. Well, it'll be done in an hour or so. I mean, we can either wait or we can go sort out the role next
No, let's go sort out.
and
Dural,
come back on the way back."
and we'll get on the way out.
But if things go iffy with Durol, then Cirilla's never going to get her robo.
We must all make sacrifices, Cirilla. I'm sure you'll agree.
Sorry, I lagged out for that moment. I heard my name.
I've pledged you to come with us to convince.
So
us to-
essentially, if we go to Durol, there's a very decent possibility that we're going to have to run out of Huron, and you're not going to get your robo if we don't wait for it to be finished first. Wait, better yet, we should wait for the oboe to be finished. I'm going to say this to prove now, actually. Wait, is it a didgeridoo or an oboe?
It's a didgeridoo. We originally thought it was going to be oboe, but I didn't Google what an oboe was, so didgeridoo.
Okay. We should wait for Cirilla's didgeridoo. As a bard, I'm sure she can
And the
be
amulet.
incredibly... And the amulet. As I'm not sure how Durol's going to handle us walking up and asking for some information, so we're probably going to need all the help we can get.
Mhm.
I'm not sure how Dural's going to handle me either, but yeah, let's wait.
Alright.
Well, earlier you thought I wanted to handle you, so...
Just gonna cross my arms, start look at the floor, start
There you
laughing.
He goes, "That's fair enough."
Nice.
He goes, "God."
This is never going to lie down.
Guys, is there anything else you guys want to do then in the meantime? We've got, weaponsmiths, armories, armorsmiths, tailors, barbers, whatever if there's anything, or we can just go down to the pub.
I was gonna look around at everyone.
I think pub today, I need a drink.
Pub? Yes.
Okay. He goes, cool. I know a nice little place just down the road. We'll go there.
In Dwarvish, I'm going to say,
So he's
this
gonna-
isn't by any chance the pub that's also a whorehouse at the same time, is it? Because that'd be exactly what I need right now.
Well, there is one, but it's on the other side of the sea. The one I'm talking about is just, he points down the road and just goes just over there.
Oh,
So-
okay. I mean, hopefully they've forgotten me. I mean, if you remember the bar fight last time, that was a bad situation.
Yeah, so you and your bar fights.
Yeah, don't mention that to the Dark Troll. Me and him had a bar fight. That's how we met.
So he goes, all right, fair enough. We'll just go to the one close. What was the decision then? You going to the close one?
Yeah,
or
we'll go to
the
the one
road?
closest.
All right. So that is this one here. So, I mean, obviously this map is tiny, but it's fine. Oh, it is a very small pub. It's kind of a hole-in-the-wall kind of pub ordeal.
Stand outside.
It's it's like a set-up shop type style. So, but what they do is it's like a microbrewery kind of thing. So he makes his own custom stuff, like craft beer.
Quaint.
So,
Sonny, by the way, do I have any friends in this town apart from Goldbrick at all?
no,
No, I didn't think so.
Just your landlord.
I was hoping. I was really hoping.
yeah, no, you don't. So Goldbrick goes up, talks to him in Dwarvish, gets 5 pints, pays the man, and throws him sort of your way. Go drink up, lads and lass.
This is beer any good?
Thank you. Inclusive.
Do you want to roll? Do we roll? I mean, no, it's good. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good
It's just
stuff.
damn good.
I was going to get you roll. I think rolling for taste is just getting over that. Rolling for the sake of rolling that is.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, we are.
A little bit overdone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you tell us how good the beer is.
Yeah, it's good beer. It's better than the one you had last time,
All right,
for
nice.
sure.
Sweet.
So again, I mean, in this, I'm basically going to let you do what you want until that time's up. So if you want to do anything else, it's up to you.
Okay, so to Goldbrick, I'm going to say this is a mighty ale. Did you by any chance see the present I left you on your bed? It's really nice. Worked
No, I
all
didn't.
night.
I forgot. I will do that later.
Well, it's a good parting gift at the very least. As after this conversation with Darrell, my friend, I'm sad to say that I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to come back here.
Well, yeah, we'll see how that pans out. Hopefully you will be. It'll be good to see you again.
Hey, maybe one day you'll be mayor, and then I'll freely walk in for my free whores and free wine.
Hell no. Why would I want that kind of responsibility? Too much with your hands in paper rather than in the upper woman's dress.
See that one coming.
So,
Sorry.
I mean, we'll probably do this as you kind of have banter for an hour
Yeah.
or so.
Yeah.
I've got banter.
But the time passes. You have about like 1 or 2. Okay.
Talion, do you want to hear a song I wrote you this morning?
You wrote me a
Oh, I
song.
thought you were gonna.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, yes.
It's a haiku.
Okay,
my God.
Cirilla.
Oh wow.
Can I lean in, like elbows down with my beer in front of me, just like...
Okay. Talion misheard. No druid dick for you, friend. Buy him a drink first.
I'm just gonna stare at Cirilla completely like deadpan. I'm just not gonna give any reaction whatsoever.
I'm gonna say, Siri, please, when we're on the cart, remember that one. Add to it. I wanna
Goldbrick
hear a full song.
laughs.
I'm gonna kind of lean into Cirilla
Just
now.
wait
And
for the ones about. Wait until you hear the ones about your dead mother. No, that's not meant aggressively.
You said that. The way you said that, though. I'm literally just gonna put my glass down and just be like, what?
They're righteous ballads. of emotion.
I'm just going to raise a glass and be like, I'm assuming you mean this in goodwill, and I'll drink to that.
Absolutely.
Goldbrick kind of goes. Goldbrick kind of like, I think we should probably go. Yeah.
Utterly
So-
continue to be deadpan.
No way you said that though. Like your dead mum.
So he heads back to the metallurgist, to the blacksmith, and walks in, and then about 30 seconds later comes back out, and he hands Talion his medallion and Cirilla her didgeridoo.
Talion's medallion. That's the rhyme I've been looking for.
Oh god.
Italian's medallion.
No. No.
You.
Oh,
I can just imagine Cirilla saying that as well. Oh
yeah,
god.
can we have that as our feed? I definitely want that to happen. Italian's medallion. Ooh, Italian's medallion. Just the rhyme I was looking for.
Oh boy. So yeah, everything will. So the way, actually no, I'm gonna wait until you actually cast something before we find out if those things are any good or not,
I don't want to waste
How
the spell
much
slot
does that
just in
and what they
case.
do exactly.
Do I get the didgeridoo then?
Yeah, you get the didgeridoo.
Is
To
it
your size, 'cause it has a
How much that will cost?
Robotic.
Don't ask.
Don't ask.
I have no money to pay for it. Don't ask.
I'm pretty sure Goldbrick is just taking us for a free ride.
He has basically paid for
It's an entire
everything.
trip.
I just assumed he was going to pay for this.
Because he loves
I
you
mean,
so
I don't
much.
know how this Navarite's gonna like work. It seems like it could be pretty overpowered if we got it for free.
Well, I don't want to use the spell yet because in case we
Might not work at all because we don't know how to use it.
Channel through it.
That's true. That's true. Well, I mean, bards channel spells through their instruments, so like if it's gonna backfire, it's gonna backfire on me.
Oh
Fine with me.
god.
I don't know.
I mean, it says channeling, but to be honest, when you cast spells, it's going to sort of automatically do that anyway.
Right.
So I wouldn't worry about it too much. The reason he used that word specifically was that's what they Panarmino was doing, especially and so was Pollock. They were channeling the magic specifically through that area.
And you mentioned you like you prefer 2 weapons at a time.
Yes.
I currently have a spear, an accordion, and an Navarite didgeridoo. Should I drop the spear?
Yeah, you're going to have to drop something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So, okay, the way we're going to have to do this, because if you're going to use the didgeridoo as a weapon,
Mhm.
I will need to give that weapon. So, what is a quarterstaff? So, a
I think quarterstaff is it's 1d6, but it's
1d6 plus 2 bludgeoning.
you can two-hand
Oh,
it
sorry,
for
plus
1d8. I think it's a versatile.
Yeah, it is. That's already quite powerful, actually.
It is, yeah.
But the thing is,
I was
again, because
thinking
it's made out of
I would-
metal rather than wood, it should be more powerful. Problem is
Yeah.
balancing it. I mean, actually saying that. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the dice on it. So, if you use it in one hand, it's a D8. If you use it in two, it'll be a D10.
Ooh,
Wow.
Wow.
not bad.
Okay.
Looking at it, because a rapier is a D8, which is metal. A halberd, a glaive, a pike are all D10s. So it kind of makes sense.
Seems fair.
Okay, I mean, I'd be fine with it being the quarterstaff stats if I'm honest, because like
Well,
as a bard, I'm not going to be hitting stuff too much.
True,
and
but
it's
quarterstaff
generally
is-
smaller.
True, but quarterstaff is made out of wood, and because you are making a metal one,
Yeah.
I want to kind of reward you for that. So,
All right, yeah.
so
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to do that.
In that case, I'll drop the spear. I was just going to put the accordion like in my bags, but I'll drop the
Okay,
spear.
cool. So he goes right. Goldbrick goes right. I guess now is as good a time as any.
Let's do this.
In Dwarf, should I say? Fuck my ass and call me Candy.
I'm glad that
And
fits
then
in Dwarvish.
we'll
He goes.
begin
He
to follow
goes.
him.
So Goldbrick turns to Talion in common and goes, "He wants you to call him Candy."
Can I just laugh out loud and say, no, I'm done. I'm just gonna laugh.
I'm just going to sigh and just go, can we go and see The dwarf.
Yeah. All right. So you know what? You're not going to live this down.
You will never live this down.
I regret everything.
You had to listen in.
Well, it's the good. You know, you didn't have to listen.
I had to roll bad. If I rolled like an
You had to roll. You had to roll better. You should have rolled better on your perception.
It wasn't
Yeah,
my choice.
set to true.
If I had known this would happen, I would have used my point to change.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Oh, in fact, oh no, I forgot. I have lucky. I can change any roll like 3 times a day.
Too late for that.
It is too
Too
late.
Way too
I've,
late.
I've doomed myself.
But I think with lucky, you have to. Do you have to do it before the result, or
Yes.
can you do it after the
I'm
result?
not sure actually.
You can do it after the result.
I'm
I
pretty sure
thought.
you can do it after, because otherwise I'd have to declare each time that I want to re-roll.
In case this all
That's
goes
the
south.
point.
No, but before the outcome is determined. So if you're going to use lucky, you can't know what the result of your roll is.
But I can know like what the roll is. That makes sense.
You know what the roll is, obviously. You know that you got like an 11 or whatever it was. But if I can't, before I say whether that's a success or failure,
Then I have to do
you
it.
would then need to say whether you want lucky or not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same with the bardic inspiration thing that I give you.
Yeah, it's the same thing with points of inspiration as well.
I
All of it
forgot-
has. Points of inspiration has to all happen before the outcome is declared.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I use the my inspiring leader thing before this, just in case we fuck this up?
So we're outside the front gates to go in.
Yeah. I'm
What
just gonna,
does? Let me just quickly reread that. Fate. You can spend 10 minutes inspiring. Yeah.
It's only 10 minutes. You've heard me talk for longer.
That's fine. Yeah, give it to us.
Are you going to
Go on the
explain that?
walk.
Because we're going to kind of be like, what are you doing?
Wow, that's actually really good.
It's really good, isn't it?
Well, actually, is it? All it's doing is boosting health. You're not gonna. It's not doing much
No, I
else.
suppose, but I mean, like, if this all goes terribly wrong and we get
Oh,
chased
okay.
out of the city, it's...
Does it say how long?
I think temporary hit points just last until long rest, or until they go.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you can do that. So, and how much is it? So you gain each creature you gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your charisma modifier. So what is that?
Level 4 charisma plus 3, so 7 extra hit points
Well, it's
each.
7 extra. Nice. And that goes over max as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Are you RPing this speech?
I was going to say, like, what are you... Are you just not talking to us?
Right,
you don't have to
lad.
RP 10 minutes. You can RP a little bit.
Just do it in like a minute. That's fine.
Right, men.
I'll hit on the main points. We're going to convince the shit out of this guy. If it goes wrong, we're going to beat the shit out of a load of dwarves. That's effectively the plan. Right?
Theory, that is inspirational. Thank you.
Not the word I would have used, but, you know, nice try.
What did we get? Sorry, temporary hit points plus 7.
Yes.
Yep.
Can I
So you
take
get
this
7 on
moment,
top of what you have.
Can I take this moment to ask you guys?
Okay. So,
Wait. What was
Hold up, let me refresh.
something about you're going to persuade the shit out of him.
No. He just said he was gonna like ask us something.
I think he was a bit delayed. Oh, he's back. He's back.
Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. I think I needed to refresh. The connection was being a bit fucky. I wanted to take the moment to ask you guys to summarize what we know about Adil Pass.
Nothing.
It's a fuckload to get through.
Basically, that's all we know.
Literally nothing.
Dangerous safest way through because it's really dangerous and
It's the only way we can use to get to Amorous.
Right. So that's all we got to go off.
pretty much.
All right. Yeah, I'm ready. Everyone had just seven hit points.
Cool. Right. So Goldbrick says to you, like, look, let me go in first. Here's the plan. When we all go in, but let me talk to the secretary. When I give you the signal, I want you guys to go on ahead into the mayor's office and Dural's office. All right.
Okay.
Before he goes in Dwarvish, I just want to say, use that line I use, knocks them dead. Trust me. It's how I packed Cindy without having to pay the price.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, how am I supposed to... The worst thing you can do in improv is say, be funny. Like, what am I supposed to do? You know, sing that song I always like. So, what am I supposed
Use that line I use.
Yeah, that really did not help. Alright, anyway.
Sorry, Sally, I couldn't
Piling
resist.
the
I had
pressure
to.
on.
I know.
So what does secretary look like?
So the secretary is a female dwarf. To be fair, as much as you guys probably can tell that they all look the same. Very short, very plump. A little bit.
You don't have to tell us what you said.
What's her name?
You don't have to tell us what you said if you want to say something to her, and then just roll if it works.
Oh no! I'll do that. That's fine. That's not really because actually I've got you guys coming in.
Can I throw a bardic
What's her name?
inspiration at Golbrick real quick?
Yes. So
That's an extra d6 onto whatever he wants.
Okay, cool. So what he's going to do?
Is that a cantrip?
It's a level 2. It's like a bardic skill. I get 3 of them at the moment, and I just get to give you an extra d6 to add onto your roll. But it has to be before. I think you can see the number, but before the DM says whether it passes or fails.
Cool.
Yeah.
So it's like everything. Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
So he goes over to the receptionist, but what he does is he doesn't sort of stop in front of her. He kind of goes around to the side of the desk. So she turns around to look at him. He grabs her by the hand and goes, "Darling, I work with jewels all day, and none of them sparkle like your eyes."
Yes!
Off the dome.
I want to groan audibly.
He says this in Dwarvish. He won't say it in common,
shit.
obviously.
Okay, yeah.
So
Yeah, and Dwarvish just like fluent bloody poetry.
yeah.
I'll still groan. I think I got like the vibe from it.
Right. So I'm going to have him roll. I don't know. Well, it'll be a charisma. He has no skills, has he? So because he's an NPC. Oh my god! What was your bardic inspiration? A D6. Wow, she rolled way worse than he did. Okay. With your bardic inspiration, I got 8.
Wow, and
But then she got 3. So she blushes and is like, what else? So while he's going to carry on saying stuff, and what he does, he kind of like gets his hand and sort of like tells you guys to go in.
Okay, I'll go in.
All right.
I'll walk past behind Talion.
Me too.
Also,
So
follow in.
when you go into the office, you see a dwarf behind a desk, sort of going through some papers, and sort of as you all enter, he goes, "Well, would he say?" Yeah, he'll probably say it in Dwarvish. He goes, "Who the hell let you people into my office?"
Okay, I'm going to say to her, do we
It
look
was
like
in
dwarves?
Dwarvish. It'll be in
Do we look like
Dwarvish.
dwarves? I don't speak your language.
I'll say, Joel, calm down. Look, we just came for information, and then we'll be out of your hair forever. Doesn't that sound nice? Me never coming back here ever again? Don't you think that's something you'd want?
There you go. He says to you in Dwarvish, "I never wanted you here in the first place. God knows why you stayed here, why you were here." In almost like perfect timing, Goldbrick comes in and goes, "Yeah, well, that was my choice to have him here." Goldbrick goes, "Look, Doral, I need to call in that favor that you owe me." Doral goes. Doral goes, "I wondered when you was going to call that in.
I believe it.
What is it that you're after?" He goes. Goldbrick replies, "I need you to help these guys out. You probably better you talk to these guys in common, because only Aramil knows how to speak Dwarvish." He goes, "Hang on, let's roll for this." Fine. So he addresses all of you in common and goes, "Right, what do you people want?"
We hear
Kill
you have a way
Amaris.
to get get through the Adil Pass.
Shut up, Starkriek. God.
I mean, to kill Amaris was our first answer.
Which one goes first? I said we just want a way to get through the Adil Pass.
He goes, "Look, one at a time, you frickin' idiot.
Okay,
Talk one at a time."
how do we get
We
through the
want
Adil
to
Pass?
end-
Right, guys, I'm just going to say this now. I'm thinking that maybe I should talk first.
Alright, Aramil, you say it.
We need the safest possible passage through Adil Pass. We know you know a way, and we need you to show us that way and help us get through.
To kill Amaris.
Okay. Can you roll? Persuasion.
Inspiration.
Roll persuasion.
What does Dom want to do? What did you say?
I'll give you an extra d6.
Okay.
Okay.
Go on then.
Oh, I don't think I need it.
Roll it. Trust me. Roll it anyway.
Okay, roll it anyway.
Oh, I can also use cutting words on the mare.
Jesus Christ. Okay, do I still add... What is this check again, sorry?
So persuasion. So
Persuasion.
you're.
So I
add
add
any
all
modifier.
of these numbers together.
Yeah,
Basically.
is the mare rolling against this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can I use cutting
No,
words? which is the
don't worry
opposite?
about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't. All right, fine.
28.
Hey.
Blimey.
God.
Interesting. Going through the Adil Pass will certainly get you killed.
We'll handle it.
Oh, God.
This could work. This could work.
I believe I just said safest passage, Droll.
Well, why do you want to go through the Adil Pass? Not
Yeah.
everyone. People don't generally just take a holiday there.
We want to kill Amaris and get revenge on him from the wrongs he did on us.
Can I just stare dead at Starkriek for a second?
I'm not looking
And
at
in
him.
Dwarvish, I want to say this in Dwarvish so he doesn't understand me. Fucking captain in his fucking big mouth, for fuck's sake.
So obviously, I mean, you never told Goldbrick why you were going there either. So this is the first Goldbrick's hearing of it. So he's a little bit in shock as well. Dural just goes, "Are you mad? Who in their right mind takes on an overlord?"
Dural, we didn't ask for your advice on how to kill Amaris. We asked for your advice on how to get through the Adil Pass.
Look, think of it this way. You, for one, get to see me and these other non-Dwarvish fellows go through a very, very scary, very dangerous place. And then, even if we survive that, we have to go up against an overlord. I think your chances are quite good with us getting killed. Isn't that something you'd be interested in?
Normally, yes, but what happens if you do get to Amaris and he finds out you came from here? Say he kills you, and he returns here to kill the rest of us.
How
Then
would he
what?
know? Why would we tell him? What purpose would that bring? I would not bring any harm to Goldbrick or Huron. Even if you hate me, you know that's very, very true.
Trust me, I know enough to know that Amaris has a way of getting things out of people.
We're protected from such magic.
Can I ask what he knows about Amaris?
I'd just say that's a big assumption of
Please.
Amaris surviving. I wouldn't bet against us.
Right, what we'll do another persuasion check for Amaril, and then we'll do Cirilla's thing.
Okay.
So that's not so good.
I have one more d6.
No, I've already done it now, haven't I?
Well, no, I've not told you. I've not told you the outcome, so you can still do it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, if you wanna give me that.
Oh, I don't know. I'm looking at the wording now. I think I might need to give it to you beforehand, and then once you've got it. Oh,
Really?
I don't know. Depends on what you want to play this, Sonny.
I'd be surprised. I would have thought that would play out exactly the same. Hang on, let me look at the
Yeah.
wording.
I mean, if it's before, I can paste it into Discord if you want.
No, that's right. Hang on, let me just have a look. Bardic Inspiration.
Do I have to use the one from last time?
I think you already used the one from last time.
Yeah, but could I
We
not have
used it,
saved
man.
it? I have no choice.
Oh yeah, look, the creature can wait until after it rolls a d20 before deciding to use the Bardic Inspiration die,
Oh,
but must decide before the DM says whether the roll succeeds or fails. So
So
yeah,
I can also grant him it after he's made the roll. Because that's what will be happening. Because I need to give it to you now.
mm.
That's what I'm thinking because I didn't give it to you beforehand.
I mean, technically, the wording set doesn't really specify.
Well, actually,
I
no.
think
Well,
the way-
in that case, I can just use cutting words on. I can just use it the other way. Use cutting words on the mayor, and it would be the same thing, just backwards. It just detracts 6 from his. Detracts D6 from his saving throw the other way.
Okay, I
Yeah.
don't know if both of you are frozen or if one of you's lagging or what.
No, I'm just sorry.
No, no, you're just reading.
I think I'm here.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
are.
go on then. You can do that.
Let's take it away from him.
Right, so cutting words on.
Sorry.
I've forgotten the mayor's name again.
Roll high on roll. The man. 6. Yes.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. I got 14.
It's gonna be close.
Yeah.
So he goes. So you say you have a way to protect yourself against his magic. What way do you have? He kind of, it sort of leans in curiosity. What do you have to protect yourself against such a thing?
What do we tell him? Yeah, we probably would.
I'll share
I
with.
probably will.
How obvious is it on our wrist, the medallion? On my wrist is at the.
I'm going to take out my medallion because I would.
Well, just because you're wearing a medallion doesn't know. You know, he's not going to like scan you guys, is he? So
No, I'm just going to say this medallion is what the wizards that use this magic wear to protect themselves from it. We've taken it off 2 other sorcerers. I don't know how we ended up with 3. No, we've taken it off 3 other sorcerers. When did we get the first one?
just say prison.
Prison. Okay, we've taken this off 3 of the members of their cult. It protects them, now it protects us. With this, Amaris will never be able to get his hands on our minds. Then I'm going to put the medallion back.
Okay. And so he turns to Golbrick and goes, "Are you sure you're happy with them killing Amaris?" Golbrick kind of looks confused and goes, "The hell do you mean by that?" He sits back on his desk, kind of like, like this, and goes, Doral turns and goes, "I've always been curious as to how someone who works with gemstones doesn't sell very much, but manages to have enough money to visit the whorehouse and the bars and the pubs frequently. Always been very curious about something like that."
Don't you dare. No.
I wanted to ask earlier why he deals in so much Navarite.
And he goes, "I don't know what you're talking about. Don't stop with your stupid, wild accusations and worry about your own damn city. I'll worry about my store, and you worry about your city. Now, you going to help these guys or not?" That's fine. The way I see it, these guys will most likely die anyway. The sooner this piece of filth is dead, the less likely he'll be turning back in my city. So he goes into his drawer and pulls out a map. He hands it over, or he sort of puts it to the edge of his desk and goes, "This is a map of the Adil Pass." Don't know if anyone's going to do anything with that information.
I'll have a look, I guess, since I'm a ranger.
Okay. So I'm going to show you the map.
Mhm.
So you can see it.
Can we take the map, or should I start drawing it?
No, he's given it to you.
Okay. So,
Okay, cool.
So we'd be going up from the south, I assume.
Yes.
I'm going to say...
What is
can I
all
just
this
say-
stuff? Manticore lair.
Manticore lair.
Griffin.
I believe
He goes to-
you
he
also
goes
asked
to-
Roost.
He goes
for
to
the
you.
safest path.
Alright.
That place is literally called Dead Rocks.
So he goes to you.
How
He
lost
gets-
did we get to Lost River?
He gets out a quill. Oh, sorry, I've got your tokens on there, but don't worry about that. So he goes, right, if you're going to try and get through this thing safely, your best course of action is to go through... Okay, now it's going to let me draw. Come on, let me draw. Yep, there you go. Past here. Down there.
Wait,
And
pause
there,
it.
to Amorous.
Oh.
Oh, right by the
Alright,
griffin.
let's
roost.
have a
Now-
look. So,
Now, the griffin, you'll have to go
Griffin roost.
close to that griffin roost.
okay.
It's pretty much as the name suggests. You're going to have to sneak your way past there and hope that no one spots you.
No one or no thing.
Griffin.
Griffin.
Griffin. Yeah, griffin. It says, I know it's spelled griffin, but there's basically, yeah, griffins there.
Okay.
And he goes, other than that, because if you put, and he points to the map, you go, here, griffins. Here, manticores. Here, wolves.
Wolves.
Wolf
What about
sounds not so
Knife
bad.
Point Gully? What's there?
Knives.
Lots of knives.
He goes, you don't want to know.
Oh god.
I mean, I kind of want to know, but
The dead rocks. Is there anything we need to worry about there?
We have no idea. No one's ever made it that far.
Oh my god.
how do Amoris's minions get to him? They can't all go through the Adil Pass.
We have no. Why would we? Well, I have no idea.
Right.
I'm sure you probably. I mean, you've just killed. You
I think
killed
they
some of their.
teleport.
You killed some of their
Remember everyone
sorcerers. You should know how they get around.
Yeah,
Pollock
we didn't really have a
needs
chance to
teleport,
question
so-
any of them.
Pollock knew where to teleport, so
Yes.
that's how he
Am
gets
I the
it
only
all.
one that saw him teleport, or did everyone else see him teleport?
We
I
saw
think
it,
we saw it.
but,
We saw just
I think everyone else saw him, but I was busy.
Hmm.
Reminiscing.
thanks for the information, I guess. I'm going to take the map before he can change his mind. I'll just roll it up and put it away.
Okay.
I'm going to say to Droll, look, give us a couple hours in the city before we leave. We still need to gather supplies.
That's fine, as long as you're out.
Not that we needed your permission anyway, but thanks.
I'm just
No,
going to nudge Talion and say, shut the fuck up, or I'll fuck you.
I suggest you get out of my office before I change my mind.
I mean, I've got the map, but yeah,
I
sure.
did. I did try and ask him what he knows about Amorous.
Oh, okay. Can you roll?
I'm just going to push my luck as long as we're here.
Yeah, fine. Roll persuasion.
Persuasion.
I'm gonna go back to that map anyway.
That one.
No.
Nothing.
He doesn't even speak to you. Jesus, that's harsh.
He just kind of says, you know what, just get out. I've had enough of you people.
Fine with me.
Sad.
Turn and walk out.
When we leave in Dwarvish, I just want to say to Goldberg, lean back.
Hi.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi.
okay, hello.
He
Okay,
basically said
so
that.
I got a nat 1,
So,
but then
broke
remembered
up a little bit
that
there.
I'm a
What was that?
halfling, so re-rolled it. And 6,
Am I robotic? I'm probably robotic.
20.
No, you're not robotic.
You got 20.
Yeah.
No, he got a nat 1, but he's
You
a
can-
halfling, so
yeah,
he
you can
re-rolled
re-roll.
it.
Fucking half.
Oh, I can't hear Cirilla or Starkriek. Okay.
I can't hear Matt. I can hear Cirilla. So, yeah, you might want to refresh.
I can hear all of
I
you.
can't-
I'm
I
going to
can hear
refresh
everyone,
as
yeah.
well.
Well, I don't think Matt's talking.
I can't hear.
Oh no, I can hear Matt. Okay. Hello.
I can hear Matt. I can hear all of you. What's wrong with you? Jesus.
Okay, I just can't see. Sunny's just
He's
gone.
refreshing, he's
from me.
Yes, Sonny's back screen.
Oh,
He's
okay,
refreshing.
right. That makes sense.
Sonny, are you back?
Sonny?
Yeah, I'm back here.
Cirilla,
Okay, so
um,
Cirilla re-rolled because she's a halfling.
filthy
Oh,
half
okay.
and she got an at 20.
no, I didn't get nat 20. It was unnatural 20.
Oh, sorry,
Okay.
unnatural 20.
So he goes, look, I know a few things here and there. You know, being this close to Amorous, you do sort of hear things here and there. Oh, it's a shame it wasn't a nat 20. I know that, as you said, I think Amorous was saying, the reason that they get there is because they teleport.
Mm. And you know where he lives.
Yeah, so he lives at the
Shown
Feathergate
us.
Spire. Yeah, the Feathergate Spire. That's where he lives.
What can you
I
tell
can't
us?
really tell you much about. I can't tell you much about his place. Like I said, no one's ever gotten that far. They've kind of reached where that sort of V4 is, but they don't normally get much further past there. But you guys probably will have a bit better time. From what I understand, there are alligators in that river.
It's not a problem.
Of course they are.
Or crocodiles, or
boy.
whatever.
Can you tell us anything about how he fights? His fighting style?
He never leaves his place, so no one knows.
No one.
Unfortunately,
Do you know anyone who would know? There must be someone.
the only person,
So-
the only people I would imagine that would know, are the people that work for him.
Okay.
So you knew about the mind control magic. Was that an issue in this town as well as the previous towns we visited, like where I felt it myself?
I mean, we still have to commerce. As much as we don't like it, we have to commerce with the outside world. In doing so, we've learnt of things happening out in the outside world. One of which is this mind control magic of his. But luckily, he hasn't decided to target us.
Probably not worth his time.
Yes.
Well, well, as far as I know, he doesn't. As far as we're concerned, he doesn't know we're here.
Yet.
Right. Sorry. Do you want to give that another go?
So so he basically just says, he doesn't know we're here, so chances are he won't know to put us under his mind control.
Okay, but they know that he was the source of the mind control.
Yeah. Who else is going to
How?
be? Who else? Just
Fine.
clever deduction.
Yeah,
Who else
fair.
is it going to be?
All right. Yeah, fair.
No one else. No one apart from an overlord's going to have that much power to be able to do something like that.
All right.
Actually, would he know? No, he wouldn't. Okay.
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 So I did no business with you.
You two will now get the fuck out of my city.
Give us 2 hours and we'll be gone.
Fine.
And I'll literally walk out the door.
I'll turn and walk as well.
Alright.
But as we walk out, when we walk outside, I want to kind of turn to Gulbrick and say, what was all that about back there?
Yeah, we need to
Hey,
interrogate
that
the
was
fuck out of
mine.
Gilbrick.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Go.
Yeah, I have a.
Yeah, we're
I have a
torturing
little-
someone.
I just want to turn and say to him, what was all that about back there?
But what?
No, let's get
I
back to
think
his house
it's-
first.
No, we're going to do this here.
We're gonna do this
What?
right here.
Sounds like there were some pretty heavy accusations flying your way, Gulbrick.
On the
Well,
street, surrounded by
imagine-
Yeah, I don't
dwarves.
give a fuck, yeah.
He goes, you know what? That guy's just sore. You know, remember when I told you that he why he stopped drinking?
No.
Yeah.
He was skinny dipping in. Well, I told you he was
yes,
skinny
yes,
dipping
you
in the
did.
central
No,
lake.
he said it in Dwarvish, so we didn't know, did we?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So.
He goes, okay. He goes,
I don't think we did know at this point.
No, they didn't know. I knew.
They didn't. So he goes, look,
That's why I'm going. Yeah.
he went through something where I was talking to Aramil, and he had a drinking problem, and got over the drinking problem. He basically got banned from all the bars because he was skinny dipping in the lake, in the central lake where we get our water. That wasn't entirely true. He basically got discovered of bribery and blackmail, which is not very good in someone in his position. I managed to help him get over that and to win face with the city, which is why he owes me a favor. However, he's always resented the fact that he owes someone like me a favor, so he throws around accusations.
Can I roll insight? I believe him as
I would like to
myself.
roll insight as well. That's a good excuse.
I'm wrong inside.
I
Are
believe.
we all rolling insight?
Down,
Alright.
down, down.
So,
Okay,
I'm
I
just
rolled
gonna go
really
to the
crap,
house.
so I'm going to use one of my points of luck for today.
okay,
Okay, and I rolled a 19
okay.
total.
I only got 13, but then again, I would be like, oh, Goldbrick, I believe you.
Cirilla,
I got 5, so I got nothing.
what were you going to do,
Ooh.
Starkriek?
I'm walking back to the house. I don't
Okay.
care.
He
Or
rolled
my
in that
weapons.
20, so as far as you're concerned, he's telling the truth.
Fuck.
Oh, fuck. Oh, Goldbrick.
Man, I should have used
Come
another
on.
lucky point. Alright. I'll just kind of like nod and lean back and just say,
But then, like I said, doesn't mean he's lying. You don't know
No,
what I
yeah.
rolled.
You know what,
don't know
as-
if I rolled deception or if I rolled perception. You don't know what I rolled. You don't know if
As-
he's telling the truth or
As
not.
myself,
But as
I'm
far as you're
kind of,
concerned, he is.
as myself, I'm kind of inclined to believe him, but I'm a little suspicious. So, yeah, fair
Okay.
enough. I mean, since
Yeah.
he only gave me my
Siri
1
still a
temp
shit
tree,
talk.
I'll just say I'm like still like a little suspicious, but I do believe him.
Ask him, sir. Okay.
So I'll say, so Goldbrick, back to the house. Then we'll get our supplies and say our goodbyes.
Yeah, I don't know if I mean, you said you wanted 2 hours. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
I don't have any money, so no.
I'm also poor.
All right, so we get back to the thing then.
Goldbrick, can
I
I
just
use...
wanted to give everyone time.
Goldbrick, have you got a bathroom somewhere I can use?
Yeah, sure.
Where is
I'm
it?
gonna go, guys.
Upstairs.
Are you off?
Starkriek's not gonna do anything else. He's just gonna do the normal stuff.
Okay.
My laptop's screaming at me for heat, so I don't want to risk it any further.
Alright.
I'll
I
follow you guys
am
along
going
to Adil Pass.
my mending cantrip to fix all the tears and stuff that's probably in my leather armor by my hide armor by
Yeah.
now.
Okay.
So I've gone upstairs, have I?
Mhm.
I wanted to have like a poke around. Has he got a room somewhere?
He does, yes.
Can I just poke
He's
around?
taking us in for the night. You're going to thieve him.
Well, I mean, he might tell Amaris we're coming if he is dodgy. So
Okay. What are you specific? Why are you why are you checking his room? Out of interest.
I'm still like a little suspicious. So I just want to see, is there anything?
Thing is, because of the way the rolls went, you
Yeah.
would have, and considering you rolled a 20, you'd have no reason.
Really, I have no reason to.
Because these were nat 20. If you had beaten him,
Yeah.
then you
you'd
would
have
know he's lying. But because this is the way, this is what these rolls mean.
Mm,
These rolls mean that your character
believes it.
undeniably thinks he's telling the truth.
Ah.
You'd have no reason to do it. At least not for that reason.
Yeah. I wouldn't have another reason to poke around. So in that case, I'll leave the bathroom and stuff out. I'll just kind of walk back in the house. Damn.
He goes,
I feel like.
oh, actually. Yeah, I know. He goes, well, as we're back, I might as well go check out what this little gift Aramil gave me was. So he heads off upstairs, leaving you all downstairs.
Okay.
We seem to have lost
Cirilla.
Dom. I don't know if he'll be back, but so he goes up. He's probably about a minute. He comes back to down and goes, Aramil, I love it. I know what
Yes,
I'm
you
going to be. I
fucking
know what
do.
I know. I know what's going to pass my time when the whorehouses are shut.
Too right, my dear friend. Too right.
So yeah, I mean, what's the plan? I'm pretty much done all I can to help you guys. I don't know if there's anything else you guys want.
I mean, I was planning on just heading out. To be honest, I have no more business in the city. I don't really like being around dwarves. No offense. So I'd rather be on.
None
the-
taken. I don't think they like you very much either.
I was going to
No,
say,
I'm sure the
he's
feeling's
such a prick, isn't he? What a tart trail.
Aramil, look, the air here just doesn't suit me. Okay, I just want to go.
So what Goldbrick says is Amaris, Aramil. Oh, for God's sake, your names are so similar. Aramil, you and your combination words. I mean, I don't understand what the other language is. I know the first half, but that second half I got no clue.
It's okay. Nobody's meant to know. It's kind of the whole point. I'll be impressed if these guys ever decipher that kind of a language.
Did you say that in Dwarvish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would he have said that aloud in Dwarvish?
Or are you suggesting that because I was speaking in Dwarvish, I shouldn't have used
No, I'm just.
Trail in its full form?
Well, I'm just thinking. So you know when you spoke to him about him being a Tark Trail just now, was that in Dwarvish or Common?
That was in Dwarvish.
Okay, so yeah,
I
fine.
would
He
have
would've-
said.
Yeah, that's fine. He would have.
Shall I reset it?
No, that's fine. Because he will respond in what you say to him. So if you spoke to him in Dwarven, he'll reply in Dwarven. So Talion wouldn't have heard his response or understood his response. So that's fine.
I just wanted to ask Goldbrick what he knows about Netherite, effectively.
I mean, he's told you pretty much everything. I've told you everything that I know about it.
But I mean, he mentioned at breakfast that he'd worked a lot, and I thought he might be able to hold some insight.
Shit.
I mean, to be honest, he rolled a nat 20 on recognizing it, so he pretty much gave
So
everything.
he told us everything. Okay. We'll state for the
told you
record that Goldbrick said
Yeah.
everything about Neverite.
We will state for the record and serious typing.
Typing.
I'm just going to ask questions for next session. Internet's not great. I will have my emotional goodbye with Goldbrick.
Okay.
Well, do you want to have that
yeah.
emotional goodbye now?
Hold on.
Basically, if you can hear me, he has already told you
No,
everything he
he's
knows.
gone.
He's gone.
Just type to him that he's
Yeah.
told him everything that he knows. Maybe.
Because once he, I mean, yeah, I don't think he's going to say anything, ask him anything else. So
Yeah, if he wants to ask him something else, then maybe we leave like the rest of this for next session. But if like he doesn't, then
Well, in any case, I'll just basically kind of like move towards the exit, I guess.
yeah, okay.
oh, and but sort of as you're leaving, Goldbrick tells you the best way to head towards Advil Pass is to take the northern exit of the city.
Thanks, Goldbrick.
Thank you, friend.
It's all right. If you're in the area, let me know. We can all go to the whorehouse together.
Maybe not all of us, but I'll keep it in mind.
Of course.
Alright.
Okay.
So each one of you leaves. Aramil can have his little.
Yeah, I'll
Thingy.
step outside.
Okay. So I'm literally going to say, it might be a long time till I'm back. So, as always, fuck a ton of whores. See you later, bitches. And then I'm going to walk out the door, all swagger-like.
And Goldbrick pokes his head out and goes, Aramil, plow him like you mean it.
Fuck yeah, son. Fuck yeah.
I was gonna shake my head and just disappointment.
Alright. Okay.
Okay then. Shall I start the
So,
recording?
well, what we'll do is I can start you in the next area.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, like I said, northern exit.
Yep.
Now, the other thing, obviously, we'll mention is with it being going out of a different exit, your horse and cart won't be there. You'll
No.
basically lose them.
that's fine.
So
We'll
when
probably
that happens,
attract
you do.
griffins or something anyway.
Yeah,
Oh, we're
exactly.
literally here. We're on
They're
the map area.
literally no good to you in this next area.
Okay.
So, of course, Starkriek would be.
Upside down.
Right. So, yeah. So you are in.
Siri.
Have we lost Cirilla? Yeah.
Oh, she's
Okay.
Oh, he's
Put
up
us
here
up in
by
the
the
dead
dead rocks. He must have moved it before.
All right. So that's where you're going to sort of enter this Adil Pass. Now, everything else I will do when we start. Because
Just
what
as-
I'm going to get you all to do
Mhm.
is a perception check to see how much of it you can see filled out. Because it is generally a flat area. So the first thing, I'll repeat it when we start.
Just as an
I'll
FYI,
describe the area whenever.
what kind of scale are
Yeah.
we talking here? Like, how long would it take, for example, if we just walked straight up to it?
You're probably looking at half a day,
Half a day.
but
Okay.
that's if you were straight walking.
Yep.
You'll possibly have encounters along the way,
That's cool.
depending on how unlucky you are.
I just wanted to know the kind of distance involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, because bearing in mind, you're still pretty early. Well, not early morning. You're probably looking at about 10. So
Nice. Got the whole day.
you're still pretty early because you would have woken up, say 7, 8. Got up, went to the thing. That took an hour. So between your conversations, I reckon it probably took about 2 hours.
We might. Oh, I'm still recording. Should I stop it?
I don't know if there's anything else you want to mention.
I have a question,
done.
but I'll ask it off the
Okay.
recording.
Okay.
All right, 3,